getting a drink at the bar, that's fine. You can hear me clearly outside? Yes, thank you. I would like to welcome you to the ANZAC Day Trophy event, which comes with a little bit of a sombre mood this year. But what we will do to start proceedings is Simon Gibbon, one of the board members, former serviceman as well, will do a little intro and then we'll get into the presentations and what we get to. So thank you.
I apologise if it's a little bit teary. ANZAC Day is the biggest day of my life, or the biggest day of the year for me. Bigger than my birthday, bigger than Christmas and everything, so please bear with me. At about 0430 on Sunday, 25th of April 1915, the 3rd Australian Brigade, consisting of the 9th Battalion from Queensland, 10th Battalion from South Australia, 11th Battalion from here in Western Australia, 12th Battalion from Tasmania, 14th Battalion from Victoria, and the 3rd Field Ambulance landed on the beaches of what is now known as ANZAC Cove on the Gallipoli Peninsula. Approximately 16,000 young Australian and New Zealand men faced an overwhelming barrage of machine gun fire from the dunes, cliffs and trenches occupied by the Turkish army, an army that the Australians thought were pretty awesome. Of those 16,000 young men, about 2,000 were killed or seriously injured. The Australian and New Zealand troops were highly regarded and rightly regarded as brave and disciplined soldiers, even though the British hierarchy disagreed. This reputation has preceded the three arms of both nations' military into all fields of combat and peacekeeping. The Royal Australian Navy, which I served in, the Australian Army and the Royal Australian Air Force, and the New Zealand equivalent. The Australian Defence Force has been to every major conflict since the end of World War I on the 11th of November 1918. These conflicts included World War II, which was 1939 to 1945, the Korean War 1950 to 1953, the Malayan Emergency 1948 to 1960, the Vietnam War 1962 to 75, the Indonesia Confrontation 1963 to 1966, the Royal Australian Navy's involvement in the Gulf War August 1990 to February 1991, Gulf War II, March 2003, the Iraq War 2003 to 2009, and the 20-year war in Afghanistan 2001 to 2021. Australian and New Zealand forces have also participated in numerous peacekeeping missions in Cyprus, Sinai, the Sudan, East Timor, and have assisted in numerous training missions and operations with defence forces and police forces in and around the Asia Pacific region. As Australians, we hold Australia Day close to our hearts. It's not a time for celebration or going out partying. It's time for us to reflect and give thanks to those who have signed a blank cheque to the government to maintain our freedoms in this country, to remember those who never came back from these conflicts. Also to those that came back but could never lose the demons, and the demons that those are still fighting. Serving this country, the best country in the world, was the best decision I ever made. So please, at some point, in the next few hours, take a minute to reflect and give silent thanks to those that have served and are still serving today. The ANZAC saw fighting for king and country overseas as an adventure that many young Australians still see. So to all veterans here this afternoon of any nation, from one veteran to another, I thank you.